In our next example, we could do the same thing, but I'm going to point something out to you that I want you to notice. Notice on this problem we have a fraction. I've got that 4 there. So if you put a number in for x, you're going to have to divide it by 4, aren't you? So think strategically. If you don't want to work with fractions, don't do something that 4 doesn't go into. So when I make my table here, my x and y table, and let's rewrite that y. So y is 1/4 x plus 3. My values of x, I want 4 to go into them. So I'm going to go -4, 0, and 4. So now I'll just do that. I'll say 1/4 times -4 plus 3. Well, a fourth of -4 is -1 plus 3. I'm going to get 2 for y. Then I'll put in 0. And the nice thing is when you multiply by 0, we get 0, don't we? So I get 0 plus 3. Well, that is just plain old 3. Now I'll do the same thing for 4. I'll say 1/4 times 4 plus 3. Well, that's 1 plus 3, which is 4. So I'm going to graph -4, 2. So to the left 4 and up 2, over 0, up 3, and over 1 and up 4. Sorry, over 4 and up 4. And there are my 3 points. Let's take a look at another graph here. Looks a little bit different this time. Notice there's no x, but I can still make my table. So I'm going to say x and y. There is no x, so it doesn't matter what I call it. So -1, 0, and 1. And y is always 5 because it doesn't depend on x. So we go -1 and up 5, 0 and up 5, 1 up 5. Notice it's a horizontal line. Y is always 5 no matter where I'm at on my line. So y is always 5. It seems kind of weird because my y-axis goes up and down, but you got to think I'm going up 5 on the y-axis, then I'm drawing my line. And just the opposite occurs when you have x. When I say opposite, it's not going to be a horizontal line. When I make my table for x, x is always -2. And y can be any number in the world. I'll go -1, 0, and 1. So I can change anything. Y can be anything, but I like those numbers. So to the left 2 and down 1, to the left 2 and 0, and to the left 2 and up 1. And I get a vertical line. Notice this is not a function. If you don't have y in your equation, you won't have a function. That's what it is for that one.